What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Cage's Coaster Reviews. And about 3 weeks ago, I visited Silver Dollar City in Branson, Missouri, and I found it to be a very good park. The food was great, the theming was great, and most importantly, the coasters were great. And today I'll be counting down my top 5 favorite roller coasters at the park. One more thing before I get into the video. I am currently at 48 subscribers. That's 2 away from 50. And I'm telling you, the 50 subscriber special is going to be really cool. I'm going to start making it. And so if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and I'd very appreciate it. So, number 7, there's actually 7 coasters at the park. I got to do the 2 before the top 5. So number 7 is the Great Exposition coaster. There's nothing really to say about this. It's just a kiddie coaster. So yeah, let's move on. Number 6 is Fire in the Hole. Now this is a indoor coaster. It is electric powered, but it does have 3 roller coaster drops at the end that uses gravity. So for that reason, I am counting it as a roller coaster, as do most people. This is mostly it's a spiral, electrical spiral, and a bunch of theming about like fire and like blowing stuff up. And then at the end, there's like 3 drops at the end. They're pretty okay. And then there's a splashdown at the end. This is very similar to Blazing Fury at Dollywood, except Blazing Fury doesn't have the splashdown, so I actually like this one better. Number 5 is Thunderation. Thunderation is a aerodynamics mine train, and these things are just really fun. I've ridden one at Six Flags St. Louis, and I actually like this one better. Definitely the best part of the ride is the double helix, as you see in this picture, that leads into the tunnel where you get some great speed. But after that, there's a pretty decent sized lift hill, probably a good 100 feet, and then the drop is okay, but then right after the drop, it's the brake one, so that was kind of disappointing. But other than that, it was still a pretty good ride. Number 4, we have Wildfire. This is one of 3 B&M sit-down coasters in the United States, and I actually find these a lot of fun. Like, I heard Kumba is a lot better, and I'm sure it is because this ride was not great as I expected it to be. It is very intense. You get a lot of positive G-forces. The inversions are okay. I don't really like that Cobra roll. But the thing I really like most about this ride is the setting. Like, it is in such a really, really cool spot. It's so high up, and like the backdrop is just really great. You can't really see much in this photo, but if you've ridden this ride, if you've been to the park, you know what I mean. Number 3, we have the new for 2018 Time Traveler, and I'm just going to say right now, this was very close to being number 2. I'll probably change my opinion. I'll probably make this number 2, maybe even after I make this video. It's just extremely close, but this ride blew me away. I didn't think it was going to be that good. I thought it was going to be forceless. It wasn't forceless, but I mean, it wasn't very intense, but it is a family coaster. The highlight of the ride definitely is the drop out of the station, and back row is definitely the way to go on this one. Like, I'm more of a front row guy for most coasters, but I love the back row on this. Like, the first drop, it's a blind drop out of the station too. Like, you can't see when you're gonna drop, and it's so subtle. It's really great. The launches aren't great, but the inversions are really fun. How you're spinning and kind of going sideways, and this is a very, very good ride. Not to mention the theming is very, very excellent. I love the theming on this ride. Number 2, we have Powder Keg. Now, this ride really surprised me. I've never been on an SNS launch coaster. It uses compressed air. It's a pneumatic launch, and it is very quick. It is very quick. I can't imagine what Dodonta must feel like if that's like almost twice as fast as this. But yeah, this thing accelerates you quick, and the launch is great. And then it's got very good airtime too in the first half. The first couple hills are great airtime. It's got a lot of low to the ground turns and overbanks. It's pretty intense. It's high speed. I really did not expect this to be that good. I didn't think it would be Time Traveler. The second half after the lift hill, it isn't much really at all. I think it's an overbank and a helix. But this is actually a very, very fun ride. This is a must ride. And number 1, I'm sure you probably know what it is. It is Outlaw Run. I've now ridden all 3 RMC topper tracks in North America, which are Goliath, Outlaw Run, and Lightning Rod. I would say I put this one in the middle. It is very, much better than Goliath in my opinion. But Lightning Rod, it's just way more fast, way more intense. It's better paced. Outlaw Run, it was kind of cold when I went there. It was only like 50, but it did kind of slow down a little bit at the end. But honestly, like the drop is insane, especially like the pre-drop in the front row where you can't see anything. Like front row is definitely the way to. Actually, front and back row are either one is great, but I like the front row a little better. The drop is great, and then the overbanks and the double barrel roll, which is technically a heartline roll, which is actually traveling uphill, is awesome. The little stall and the wave turn's probably one of the best rides, and it does have very good pacing. It did probably just slow down at the end just because um it was pretty cold, and I did ride it kind of early in the morning. But this is an incredible coaster, definitely a top 10 wood coaster for me. Top 10, probably a top 3 wood coaster actually. This is an excellent coaster, and you cannot miss out on this one when you go to Silver Dollar City. Alright, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to, if you want to subscribe, I'm not saying you have to, but if you want to, I'd appreciate that. And we'll see you in a couple weeks on the next video. Have a good day.